In this brief tutorial, I'm going to be explaining just a couple things about how to create your biome poem in Adobe Spark. So up to this point, hopefully you have watched the tutorials and learned just the basics of Adobe Spark. And now I'm going to show you just a couple things that might help to enhance your work once you get to this point. So you'll notice right here in the middle, I have typed in my text. I use the text tool over here. Keep in mind that you've got all kinds of different choices to choose from, or you can add from text here. Then I put my picture back here. Now, I did not use the add to background because of this reason. If I use a picture and add it to the background, I cannot change the transparency, and I also can't resize the picture. So notice here, if I take this picture off, I just did because I have white text, as you can see. And I come over here to photos and I'm going to look for a photo. Let's say I'm going to use this one. It's going to put it on the screen small, but then I can actually adjust it and I can move it around. So as you can see, I can center it, or I can put it in a different perspective based upon where I drag it onto the page. So I have done that. And you'll notice right here that this picture isn't on top of the text, and I don't want it that way. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to change the layer order. So over here, I'm going to click on layer order, and I want to move it down. Now you'll notice I can move it to the bottom, which takes it all the way to the back, or I can move it down. So I'm going to move it down, and you'll notice that my text comes back up on the top. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do, and let me go ahead and just undo that, is I can come over here and I can adjust the transparency. And if I adjust the transparency, you'll notice that the picture changes. If I put it in the background, I cannot change the transparency. So that's the reason why I inserted my picture this way. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my layer order. And now you'll notice that the text has come up and it's showing up a little bit better. I can also, if I wanted to, I could come over here and do some changes with some of the colors, but I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out is this find a new style. This is kind of cool if you just really are not a creative person. I've created my biome poem, and so a bio poem, so I'm going to click over here to find a new style. And you'll notice that it starts to change things, and it starts to change the way my layout looks. And so this is kind of a cool feature. I think this is kind of neat because it's got my name at the top and the bottom, and then it's got my poem in the center. So have fun with this and be creative. You can't mess it up, and if you mess it up, you can always undo it by going and pressing Control-Z on your keyboard, or using the undo button up here at the top. Now, when you're completely finished, you have two choices in order to get this off of Adobe Spark and turn it in for your teacher. Be sure to find out from them what option they want. You can download it as an image, so you can click here and it'll download into your files onto your Chromebook, or you can click Share. And when you do this, you click on Publish, and then it comes up here, and most of the time you are wanting to take this link here and get a link. So it's going to create the link and copy this, and then you would turn this into Google Classroom, or possibly if your teacher gives you a form to use to turn in the link, you can do it that way. This classroom option would be used only if you're a teacher, so don't get this confused with turning this in on the assignment. So hopefully these quick little tips will help you get on your way creating your first post on Adobe Spark, and I hope you have fun creating.